I don't think anything's being bugged. You can never be too careful, especially when there's spies running around finding themselves wives. The world has gone topsy-turvy. Of course, when you have a spy, an assassin, and someone that can read minds, telepathic little, definitely 6-year-old, things can get crazy. As we've seen already, their happy little familial life is going to go without a hitch. So, what about the mission? Still need to get close to the political figures. And also, particularly why I'm pleased to be a relatively nobody. Because, well, no one would be interested or hanging around too much. The mask that each of us puts on, maybe as a defense, maybe as hiding true intentions. Well, okay, one just has a bunch of disguises and subterfuge, the other a trail of corpses in their wake. Or Stania. It's good that after a couple of episodes we're getting a rundown of the actual plot of the story, why they needed all this spy stuff. Actually getting a reason for them both to potentially... I thought that was going to be the intro. Potentially go along with the plan of, yeah, we're kind of fake married. It's useful that they both kind of just fell into this role. Beneficial for them all. And how big of a role is Frankie going to be in this? You know, being the second Master of Disguise, almost being able to play the role of the wife. But now that they are in a family, while still also having to go through with their missions, how are they going to come up with various reasons to slip away? With lives as stained as theirs, are they going to be able to have a normal family unit? All of her boxes and stuff. She's packed light. I'm not sure everything I've got would stick into those few boxes. It's her home, yeah. I mean, spy, psychologist, what's the difference? One that can get a lot of interesting stories out of all of this. Useful. Of course, he wouldn't be much of a spy without some forged documents. True. There's how their free lives are going to intertwine. Especially with Lloyd having to hide all of his spy gadgets. Yeah, definitely a kitchen. Really old style light switch. Yeah, almost as if they just moved in recently. I love the energy of the kid showing her around, being so happy to show off everything she has. Pleasure to meet your acquaintance, Mr. Chimera. It's probably best not to go snooping around too much. It's a bit underfurnished at the minute, probably. Well, all of her stuff is kind of laid out, at least. Could be worse. Getting it ready for her to come in. Did she really? How much? Helping. That helped clean the floor. This is her home now. Yeah. That's quick. Yeah. Efficiency is definitely something she should be acquainted with. One might say almost ruthless efficiency. Are we going to be shown her brother at any point? Looks like we'll have to be going shopping. That might be a box not to go through. The little moments where kind of everything stays still while Anya is reading their minds. If you actually think about it, it's a little out of place. Well, I'd say some of them are probably bought. Really? Actually ordered. Is there going to be any left? He's picked up a few skills. By help. There we go. Oh, extra flavour. He's just destroying all of her efforts of really helping out. Now down to business. Makes sense. Are the parents themselves worthy of the school atmosphere? Oh, I like the piano. The address. Watching TV. That sounds a bit little off. Maybe don't be honest with these ones. Hopefully the wife answers a little better. Has he actually pass on? Although her answer is quite thorough. Strike. Yet these two are hopeless. Maybe instead of leaving them to their own devices of what to say, give them some pre-prepared stuff. Actually having to really getting ready for the outing. Acting as if they're almost a real family. You know, probably the safest place to be with an assassin is right by their side and keeping on their good side. Run! She's not going to be getting too close now, then. Ah, off to the opera. Not somewhere I've actually ever frequented. And I think it's not going... Yeah. She's either asleep or trying to find an emergency exit down there. Overheating? Was it too much stimuli? It's going to... Yeah, they're part of the same statue. Yeah, no to yelling and... Such an elegant piece. Maybe she was enjoying old school weaponry execution methods a little too much. Having a little children's play area type thing in a museum with a drawing board. I like that idea. Although it would be ruined if there was one round here. Yeah, just when she finished. Quick, hide the masterpiece. A pig in the forest. I thought she was trying to hide what it actually was. So why is she correcting? There's a lot of same colour clothing over there. So, chimera in a forest with Bondman, a dog. She just wants to show off to everyone, doesn't she? Look at... I mean, she has had a life just in orphanages and hasn't really... or haven't we been told about very successful attempts of her getting foster families since they all took her back. She might have just not gotten round to getting any, or a lot of them being destroyed in her day job Well, each to their own. She's allowed to want to have a partner without certain history. But what if the school asks about... Not sure about that. No, from the front it's not too bad. There's some great faces, very believable, neutral expressions there. There's too many voices. And now there's not so... well, she just said doesn't want to be... Oh, peanuts? Maybe we should remove the cutlery from her. How has she not been discovered to be an assassin or have something at least confusing about her? She's enthralled by just some knives on the table. Lloyd, is everything alright? You've been quiet for 45 minutes. What, before you've finished your meal? Bits of trash. Anime. Actually, something that he was unaware of in this town? Not doing his due diligence. To be fair, looking at the overview of the place while up here. And actually being able to see stuff going on. People having normal lives. Straight into action. It's not part of her job or duty, but... well, she seems okay with it. Just someone taking the time and effort to see if she's okay. So an assassin can't track him down. What about a true trained spy? Or a little telepath. Oh, okay, might be too many voices. I see. Tracked him down pretty well, but... well, I guess getting his attention over there... without drawing attention to herself that she found him. Nice aerial attack there. Yeah, out of nowhere, someone jumping off and attacking someone. Shit. What a stand-up action. They've been there for 4 hours. You won't let them leave. And the only one that didn't get a true thank you there was the one who actually tracked him down. Never getting thanked for his duty. Tsundere. If there's something like this to come home to after a hard day. Her and her stomach. Well, they seem to have fooled that old woman to think they're actually a family, so... Oh, gosh. Yep, the ooting is over. And to think that such a life out there actually exists. Shit, we forgot about that. She answers well, but it seems a little stiff. Turn them over to the authorities. Maybe that lesson was not the best one to learn. I mean, leaping into action, literally. And I like the calming track here for just a pleasant evening at home with family. Then you're doing well. On the right track. Lots of various seats and chairs being outlined. I like that idea of the truth behind the paintings, like those old school haunted mansions with the eyes following you. And we're getting infinite regress. Just how deep does that telepathy go? Now we know we're gonna be faced up against with the entry exam. If they can actually get through his training and answer the questions properly without being discovered. All of that happening within her dreams. Quite the active imagination, but didn't look too bad. There wasn't a load of moments in this which were hilarious, but having a moment where actually bringing the family together, that that bond that they so desperately needed, and having it seem somewhat natural, actually coming across as a genuine family, because there are moments, of course, it's not just all an act. There isn't a genuine reason as to, a slight care for them all being... there is a slight level of actual real affection for them all budding. And out of their little trip today, the restaurant seemed fine. A little, maybe hoity-toity, the meal size wasn't massive. The museum would have actually interested me. Maybe not the opera, though. Mainly because there's no real way out. Even sleeping. But when they're actually, out and about, not having to answer questions about what do you do during the day, hobbies, interests, your familial unit, they actually do quite well, as we saw. With enough time, it might actually be a little more than just playing pretend. But I think if I was to up sticks, start again, I could probably get all of my stuff that I actually really need to a few boxes. It may be the computer. That's basically it. It's all that's really important. And then just a trailer of all the other electronics I own. So whether you're out here getting some actual meals or just an excessive amount of peanuts, I'm sure we'd all like to sit down and enjoy just a nice relaxing time, maybe at the top of a park overseeing the human trash that litters the streets below. Where did she pick up that sentence? Goddamn anime. But as far as the mission goes, child obtained, wife obtained, family almost seeming real. Next step, I believe, going straight into the school. Hopefully you'll be there to see the next operation, whether it's a success or horrid failure. The show might end early if that's the case, but hopefully you'll be along to see it. So if you enjoyed this one, let me know down below, leave a like and a comment, maybe even subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out. It helps me bring more, actually feel like I'm doing something worthwhile. Join onto my Discord if you like. There's sometimes some interesting conversation. You don't even have to join in if you don't want to. That's the joy of it. But for now, give yourselves a bit of rest. Careful with any unlabelled cardboard boxes. You never know what they contain. I'll see you on the next one. My patrons are the support for my lifestyle that means I don't need to go to any museums or opera, and honestly I couldn't thank you enough for that. And so if you would like to help carry on my delve into more anime, consider joining onto Patreon as well, because Electric Ant, Noku, Raywin, Kite, Sal, Arthea, Shiwan, Mats, Gurley, Cardboard, Croyville, Ginterman, William Welch, Dark Shadow 7899, Mega42, Jeremiah Tima, Finesse Kid and everyone else has made it their life's work to make sure that I am kept away from all sort of high society.